This is Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance in Los Angeles today, joined by the mayor of Gardena. Her name is Tasha Cerda, and you must be so very proud that one of the graduates of a local high school in Gardena is about to play for the Los Angeles Rams.
Yes, I
Tell us all about that. There was a ceremony recently to honor him.
Yes, there was a ceremony. So one of our high schools in the city of Gardena, Sarah High School, which is known everywhere because we have a high graduate rate there. Most of our students there are going to great universities. A lot of them are playing sports as well.
Sure.
So this one individual here, he graduated from Sarah High School a few years ago. He went on to USC, and then he was drafted by the Buffalo Bills. Just recently in March.
His name, by the way?
Is Robert Woods.
Robert Woods.
And just recently, he got picked to play on the Rams, signed a $39 million contract for 5 years.
$39 million,
Yes.
5 years from good old Gardena, California.
Yes, yes. So the school honored him. I was there to present him with an award. Such a nice young man, and we're so excited.
Tell me about him.
Just a nice, humble young man, and I mean, he was just happy to be there. He was happy that
What does he play? Do you know the position?
I believe it was wide receiver, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait to go to a Rams game and go, I know this young man.
You do.
And we just had a great time talking, and just nice. His mom was there. She was happy the school was doing that. So the students were all there. They were just elated to have somebody from their school there.
And what does it mean for the community to have a good, a nice young man, like you say, perform at such a high level? The civic spirit has got to be dramatic.
It's amazing. And I mean, just going back and telling my colleagues, because they weren't aware that he was from the school.
I see.
And, everybody's excited. We're happy. It's just one more reason to,
to
support
love
the
Gardena.
Rams.
Oh, support the Rams.
Support the Rams as well, too. So.
Is his family still in Gardena? Do you know?
I don't know if his family's in Gardena or not, but they were there. So they were excited as well, too. Yes.
Let's talk about the Gardena schools.
Okay.
Because they are about to embark, and I believe you were at least some level involved, on a new initiative as it relates to textbooks.
Well, technology is different there. So recently I was invited to the school. It's one of our other schools in the city of Gardena. It's called Gardena High School.
Got it.
So I was invited to the school to see what the students are doing now. And to my surprise, the students weren't using textbooks anymore. Everybody was on a laptop or an iPad.
Wow.
So the math classes, the history classes, all the graphic classes, even the art classes were all on computer now. Because nowadays, everybody, they're on their smartphones, they're on the computer.
Right.
So the schools now are embracing the new technology.
Sure.
The interesting thing about it, there were a couple of students who didn't have their computers there. They were able to access the information through an app because no student is ever going to leave their phone at home.
Right.
So this way, they're always prepared. The teachers are updated with all the new technology. And the students, I mean, they're excited about learning because it's computers. It's all the new bells and whistles, smartphones.
Do you know how the students are able to get these iPads or computers? Is there a program?
It's through the school, so the school is supplying this for them as well. So I had the opportunity to take the tour to talk to the students and go, how do you like the new technology? And they go, we love it. Because everybody's on their computer. It makes it more interesting now.
Of course.
Versus the typical textbook way, the way probably you and I learned.
Of course.
But I mean, it's exciting. Everybody is using, computers now. They're using smartphones. Our small kids as young as 2 years old, they know how to operate a smartphone better than you and I will ever do it.
Clearly.
Our seniors
they should teach
now,
us.
Exactly.
Right.
Our seniors now, they're using smartphones on a regular basis. So the new technology is embracing them because the new jobs now, it's all going to be on computers.
And can Gardena try to leverage that to its benefit? Are there certain businesses or companies in Gardena that may want to access kids with outstanding computer skills?
Well, that I'm not completely sure because this was kind of new to me that the school was even doing this. So now as I'm out in the community,
you're ready, right?
I'm telling the different businesses now. So, it'll be interesting to see how they want to partner and work with them to see, how it will work for them.
I want to talk about healthcare in the South Bay.
Yes.
We don't necessarily need to talk about Obamacare or Trump care at this point.
Okay.
Unless you want to, but we don't have to do that now.
Okay.
But we'll talk about a remarkable family.
Yes.
Who is so committed to the South Bay that they are supporting, yet again, Torrance Memorial Hospital.
Yes.
Let's talk through that.
So recently there was a donation made from Melanie and Richard Lindquist to Torrance Memorial Hospital. It was a $32 million donation to this particular hospital, and this will help with their orthopedic, spine, and the nervous system institute there. It's a very large donation, and I had the opportunity to meet them, the couple, very nice couple, as they donated this money there. And year to date, well, I won't say year to date, but total to date, They've donated over $100 million to Torrance Memorial Hospital so that they can expand. And this is probably one of the largest donations that's been given to a hospital that's a non-teaching, non-research type of hospital in the nation.
Wow.
So this is major to have this here, and having, you know, this new technology there can make a big difference when it comes to trying to get to a hospital. I mean, it's a difference of possibly life or death, because some people may not be able to get to the other side of town, to maybe like Cedars. So now having this hospital that's up to date with all the new equipment in the South Bay is going to be major.
Do you know how this happened?
I don't know all the details that happened with it. There was a huge press conference. I kind of came in at the end, but it was just very exciting to know that this is here now in the South Bay. Now Torrance is next to Gardena, so but it's gonna it's right next to Gardena, but this is one of the major hospitals that's going to service the entire South Bay. So it's major for us even in Gardena. So we share in the enthusiasm of you know, this new donation there.
So let's talk about, you know, again, we don't need to get into the nitty-gritty of healthcare reform, but talk to us about how healthcare is being delivered in your community, how important Torrance and this new grant will be for Gardena and the entire region. Because look, we know that it's hard to access healthcare regardless of what's going on with healthcare reform. Give us a true sense as to where this takes us.
Well, in my opinion, this is major because the older you get now, everybody's talking about your health. I mean, if I met you when we were younger, probably 15 years old, both of us, that's probably the last thing we're thinking about. But as we get older now, health is a big thing. When I see you, hi, how are you? And within a couple of minutes, we're saying, well, my knee's been bothering me.
Don't get me started.
My shoulder is kind of going out. So that's a big deal. And you know, for me, healthcare is so important. I think it's probably one of the most important things at this point. Healthcare first, and then where you're going to reside, how you're getting around town. So it's major in the community. Nowadays, people are having strokes more, they're having heart attacks more. So having new technology here is going to be major so that it's local. Everyone can't travel far, and as we know, traffic is getting worse and worse now. Everyone can't travel out of state, so this is going to be major for us. Yes.
If I can, I want to talk about you.
Yes, okay.
So you're the mayor of Gardena.
Yes.
You're Tasha Cerda.
Okay.
But what I didn't know until recently is that you've broken ground.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, I'm the first female mayor in the city of Gardena. I'm also the first African-American mayor in the city of Gardena. And what I didn't know until just recently was that I'm the first Native American mayor in the state of California. So it was even a surprise to me.
Stunning. It's a stunning achievement. And one, I hope you don't mind me saying this, like you said, we would have thought there had been a Native American mayor in the past. But apparently not. And so I know you're you, but what does it mean to you that you're the first woman, first African American, first Native American? I mean, it matters. It does matter that you've broken this ground.
Well, I think it's important to the younger people, you know, as we're moving forward. And actually, I just recently had the opportunity to be the keynote speaker at Gardena High School, and talking to the students there, I mean, for them it's major because it kind of gives them a little bit more like, wow, if you were able to do this, then I can do this too as well, because there were a lot of young female there, there was a lot of minorities there. So I think having somebody local there that they can say, oh, wow, well, she did it, and she came from our community. When I was campaigning, I guess I was just campaigning as me. I didn't think so much as far as a woman or minority. It was just me out there campaigning. But I'm just glad to see the younger people coming behind me that I could say, hey, if I was able to do it, you can do it as well, too.
Well, it's my honor to know you. Her name is Tasha Cerda. She is the mayor of the great city of Gardena, California. My name is Brad Pomerance. We're coming to you from Los Angeles. We thank you so much for joining us on Local Edition.